Hello, everyone. This is Susan Gerbic from the Guerrilla Skepticism on Wikipedia Project for Skepticality. I'm here in Monterey, and I'm speaking to a very young CampQuester at a CampQuest West presentation. This is Analia, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Analia, and I'm 10 years old, and I am in 5th grade. So, I want you guys to go to CampQuest because you can have an experience. You can learn how to do these creative crafts. You can learn how to do archery. You can meet new friends. You won't miss them. You can keep in contact. And whenever you see them again, you'll probably start crying because you haven't seen them in years, maybe months. And it's just an experience because I met this counselor named Jeff, and he was the nicest guy I know. He was pretty funny. And he gave out these Jeff t-shirts, and he said, I Heart Jeff on it. It had a picture of his face on it. And he would give them to people who really liked him. And he would write, I love Jeff on your arm. And he would just be the funniest guy ever. And he would just give you some hats. And he was the only one who gave me one of his beanies.
And you've been to how many different CampQuests?
I've been to 2.
And are you going back this year?
Yes.
What are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to having new counselors, being in different cabins, because each year there's 2 sides. One side is for the boys, one side is for the girls. So they switch every year. So last year I was on the left side, now I'm going to be on the right. So hopefully I'm in the cabin next to the cafeteria, because the first people who go there get to eat first, and they get hot chocolate in the morning. It's the best thing ever.
I understand your brother was doing a lot of swimming, and there's a lot of sports and a lot of science. What kind of sports did you do?
I did archery and swimming a lot. My favorite, I think, was the swimming, because the pool is so cold compared to how hot it is outside. And they had lemonade. They made it for you, and it was just amazing. You wouldn't even believe how fun it is. You would just think it'd be so boring, but it's fun.
What kind of wild creatures did you see?
There was a bear on campus, and so we had to stay inside our cabins for a little while. And I saw a raccoon, and our nurse, she had a pet lizard. Like, this lizard would just come up to her and be so social. It would just hang onto her shirt, and we can just pet her all we want.
All right, well, thank you so much for your couple minutes with me, and I think the listeners will probably be very interested in what you had to say.
Thank you.
So here I am in Monterey, California, and I am now with David Diskin, who is the president of CampQuest West. So David, tell me about CampQuest West.
Well, Susan, thanks. It's great to be here on the podcast. We just had a wonderful talk in Monterey. I think the most important thing to realize about CampQuest is that it's an opportunity for kids to be who they are while they're learning about the world around them. They can learn about science and the great outdoors at the same time. They can learn about critical thinking and astronomy while singing camp songs and putting together s'mores. I think a lot of your listeners will resonate with this. At some point in their life, they may have thought that they were the only atheist or skeptic or non-religious person in town or at school. You know, one of the things that I love about CampQuest is that they can be who they are. We're there for a week to have fun and to learn and make new friends. You know, they can do archery maybe for the first time, or go canoeing. And when they come back to the lodge, we can talk about critical thinking and ad hominems and straw man arguments, and talk about what peer review is. For the older kids, what we call our LTs, ages 15 and up, they'll learn how to help out, to be sort of co-counselors, how to interact with younger kids, how to be leaders, how to be someone that's a role model for them. It's really just a mix of critical thinking, of science, skepticism, humanism, and we mix in the great outdoors. You know, we're here in California, northern and southern California. We've got just beautiful campgrounds full of trees and wildlife and plants and rivers and lakes, and so they can learn about the environment. They can learn about biological ecosystem that's there. And it's not just here in California. I imagine your listeners are all throughout the world. And so I don't know the exact number, but I think there's 13 or 14 CampQuests nationwide. There's CampQuest in the UK, and we all work together to, really just develop amazing curriculum. It's an entirely volunteer-driven organization. Our counselors there's students who are off for the summer. There are teachers who are off for the summer. There's folks that are taking the week off from work, like myself. And we're just passionate about camp and about children and about science, and for many of us about the secular movement. We want to make sure that that the future of secularism has these kids who are equipped with empathy, who are equipped with scientific knowledge, who don't feel like they're alone.
That's terrific, David. So tell me and tell our audience how they can get involved, what it is that they might be able to do to help out CampQuest.
Well, thanks for asking. There's a number of ways people can get involved. It really just depends on what they find passionate. At the very least, find us online. Learn more about us. Visit our website, campquest.org. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter. Share what we tweet and post. If you've got time to spare, spend a week with us. We love to have counselors. We'll train you. We'll pay for all the training, and you will have an amazing time with these kids and with the adults that are there. If you are financially able, you can do a lot with donations. We have this campership program all throughout the United States, and every dime that goes to CampQuest at the different affiliates goes to camperships. They are turned into basically financial aid. If a family can't afford to go to camp, they'll apply for financial aid. And in California, I don't know about the other locations. In California last year, we had 40 campers come to camp, and they wouldn't have if it wasn't for donations. And so, if your listeners are able to give, every affiliate is a 501c3. It's all tax deductible. So learn about us, think about volunteering, send your kids, and support us financially so we can continue this mission of spreading fun, friends, and free thought throughout the United States.
Thank you so much, David.